Hey guys, another video for the how-to playlist. Here we are at Nagoya Keibajo Mai station, and if a person wants to go to the Nagoya Regional Immigration Bureau, they can get there by coming to this train station, and you come out the exit. There's only one exit from the train station, under this bridge, and turn left. And from there you can't miss it. As you'll see, it's close and it's unmissable. So this will help people who are going to be using this immigration centre. People who will be anywhere near Aichi will use this centre. But being a federal organisation, you'll find that the ones in the other big cities operate similarly. The buildings will be different, the layouts will be different, but they'll operate similarly. So as you can see, you can't miss the place. As long as you turn the right direction coming out of the train station, you can't miss it. So this is actually a reasonably new one. They moved here 3 years ago or something. Before that they were in the middle of Nagoya, now they're sort of outside Nagoya a bit. So yeah, nice new building. And these guys are really helpful. The staff here do their best, but if your level of Japanese is not really good, it's best to bring someone whose Japanese and English is good to help you, because it can be really difficult depending on what you're here for. So anyway, ground floor, we have the voluntary appearance area, which is basically where people come if their visa's expired or for some other reason they've become illegal, and they come there and turn themselves in, basically, voluntary appearance. So they turn up and say, sorry, my visa expired a month ago and I didn't notice, or something. And then hopefully they can get it sorted out. But usually, if you overstay your visa, you get taken into custody, which is also on the first floor here. There's the custody suite. So guys, seriously, never let your visa expire in Japan. Never let it expire, and never break any of the visa rules, because it's very strict. They'll send you home. I've had a friend of mine, Aussie friend of mine, sent home once before, and he didn't really break a rule, but he didn't really conform just right, so they sent him home. So you got to be really careful. So further on the first floor here, Immigration Information Centre. Now, people in here do speak a number of languages, including English. So if you're here to do something, you can ask them information and find out what's possible, and then they'll give you the right forms for whatever it is that you're trying to do, and help you out. But they're basically, as it says, they're only an information centre. So they'll give you information, they'll give you forms and that sort of stuff. But they can't solve anything. They can't actually do anything except give you information. So then you go up to the second floor, lots of Japanese. See, this is what I mean. After you leave that information centre, it's all Japanese. All the forms. The forms have English on them as well, but all the staff in the actual immigration centre itself only speak Japanese to us. So you're really up against it if your Japanese isn't good. You've really got to bring some help. So there's a Lawson on the second floor, a convenience store on the second floor, and inside the Lawson there's a little window, and you can buy revenue stamps. So if they say the cost's going to be 4,000 yen, you go in there and buy a 4,000 yen revenue stamp to put on your paperwork. A revenue stamp. So you can see the English translations on stuff here. Yeah, it's can be frustrating. There's a waiting room in there, sort of like an eating room. That's what this is. Be prepared to, if you come to this place or these places, be prepared to spend a few hours waiting. So come in, here's the immigration centre itself. Come in here. This is where it all happens. This is an important place, this place, for people that are living in Japan long term. And go up to the counter here where it says application information, and there's a machine on the counter there. Just push the red button and it gives you a ticket, and then you just sit down and wait until your number appears up on the wall. There's a couple of places it could appear, so you just sit there and watch the lights up on the wall until your number appears. Then you just take your paperwork that you've already completed up to the counter and give it to them. And usually what they'll do then is they'll get you to fill out a card with your name and address if it's an application or something like that, and you'll have to go back there again. Most things take at least 2 visits to get achieved. So these guys work really hard, and the staff themselves are, do their best to help you. But yeah, nobody there has ever spoken English to me. So yeah, you need a pretty good level of Japanese, or someone whose level is good to help you. Maybe a Japanese person whose English is good is not a bad way to go. So anyway, I hope that helps some people. Now, visa questions, ask them on the website forum, and watch the video, the jobs and visa video on the how-to playlist, because I'll never answer all your questions, never be able to answer all your questions here on the YouTube comment section, I guarantee it. The visa stuff's too complex for that. So visit the website forum. More videos coming soon.